Camille, how has starting a club changed your life, or what has it made possible for you as a person?
Well, it definitely has me in a better mood during the day. It makes me feel a little sense of accomplishment, and I feel better, and there's a little pep in my step, and there's something in the back of my mind that can make me smile that I'm doing. And then when you work a job, the big thing for me is that when you work a job, all you do is do things how people tell you to do it, exactly how they want you to do it. And all I want to do is do it how I want. And I never get to do it how I want. And doing this for me is really just the place where I get to do what I want, just like the kids. That's probably why I know how important it is for them to do what they want, because it's so frustrating when you do not get to do what you want. And it's as simple as that. Like freedom is a real thing, you know.
Today I'm going to chat to CCC member Camille Granger. Camille is the owner of a kids' arts and crafts club called the Art Zone. This is a story about an amazing person taking the leap and pursuing her passion. She runs a mobile art club and she teaches in-person classes. Camille is making a big impact on helping kids develop important skills through arts and crafts. I'm Christelle, co-founder of the Creative Crafting Club. My sister Stefania and I help creatives make money teaching arts and crafts to kids, whether it be online, in person, or through Creative Kids. Let's head over and meet the lovely Camille. Camille, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you're from? What's your background?
Yeah, so I live in East Tennessee, Dolly Parton's hometown. But I migrated here from Trinidad in the Caribbean. So I have a part-time job as a activities assistant in a nursing home, which has craft involved, but I do like chair exercises with the residents, and we get entertainment for them, and we do a little bingo and stuff like that.
Goodness.
And in between there, I try to figure out a kind of side business. And then I started face painting on the side too. And then after a while, I wanted to offer more than face painting to the kids.
And tell me, where do you host your classes?
So I hosted in a boutique that has a lot of children's clothes, and the owner is she's just my savior. And she even pays me for her kids to come to the class, even though I go there, and she puts up the tables and she puts up the chairs, and she puts tablecloths on it. She buys tablecloths and she gives me any art supply she has. She still wants to pay me. We were talking about how low sales were at the beginning of the year, like in the States, when all of that stimulus money dried up. Everything just got so barren, and we were wondering what to do. And I knew that I wanted to start the craft classes. And I said, well, let's just try and do some here and see if you could get some kids in the store. And she just said, sure. And then like in 2 weeks, I just did it. I said, I'm just doing it no matter what. Like no matter, you all just said, just do it. And I was sitting on the course for like 4 months. Well, and then I said, I'm just going to do it with whatever we have. And then I did. So at my daughter's studio, I put out a little flyer saying free class. And then I got like 6 people. And then I didn't get anybody to come back. So I messaged all of them and told them to come and have another free class. Because I just didn't want to even stop. I didn't want to not, because every time I would try a side business before, I would always stop. Do it, and then when I make the money, I'll stop. And then I said, I'm not stopping. I'm just not stopping. So I just gave them 2 free classes instead. And then by the 3rd week, I got a few people to sign up. And I usually max out at 9. I've gone up to 11, but I don't know why. Like I start to see patterns, but it comes down to like 4, when it's quiet.
That's wonderful. So up to 11 kids in a class. And I love the message that you did not give up after the first time when people did not show up the second time. I think it's such a powerful message to not give up, because failure happens. It's just like when you start walking, you've got to fail first before you can learn to walk. And I think it's the same in any business. If you just stop when the first obstacle hits you, then you'll never make a success. So I'm very proud of that, Camille, what you've done there. And I love that message. Camille, what has been your favorite part so far of your journey?
Well, definitely for me, it's all content because I'm a writer and a producer. I'm all about developing ideas. That's my favorite part, and I think that's why my craft seems so thought out because I do think about them for a long time before I do them, and I made sure to figure out how you all do your crafts. Like I try to defragment how you all make a craft that's considered STEAM, and I look at the kids how they respond to all the little tasks. Like they would just attack that cutting and they love when I tell them we're going to do this and we're going to do this next and then this next and this next. They love that, and I just like making everything fit into a good story.
I love that. The combination of all the STEAM skills, that's science, technology, engineering, art, and maths for the listeners. But
Yeah.
Camille, also just giving the kids the opportunity with all your crafts, I see it all the time, is giving them the opportunity to problem solve and to innovate and to learn those future skills that they're
Yeah.
going to one day. So you're doing an
And they get
incredible.
a kind of strength from the class because the parents are there trying to make them do it better. And I back the kids. I'm like, just let them do it how they want. And I say it out loud, and then the parents just go, okay. And then now the kids, they can get rid of them much faster than before. And then some of them now they walk off. They've started just leaving them at the table, and the kids love that. And then they just sit and do whatever they want because they just they're just really exploring. They're not technique artists yet. And I'm not even a technique artist. I don't think so at all. So I don't even wanna. But I just want to make sure they're comfortable when they're using any of the mediums and and having fun.
Yeah, that's so important. I love that message because so often teachers as well as parents tend to want to take over and to to actually just say it out loud and allow parents to back off. Gives
Yes.
kids suddenly that freedom to create because we as adults are already so restricted and we want to color within the lines. Versus kids, they want to explore and innovate and create, and I think that's where the power lies. What was that one thing that made you decide to take the leap to start your own kids arts and crafts club?
Well, I found out when I came across your stuff, everything just seemed to make sense and it seemed intelligent. And I know just you can just make craft and make craft. You can make little toilet paper things and it's craft and you put googly eyes and it's craft and then you don't know what to do with it and you hang it on the wall. And I didn't care for that. And your stuff seemed so meaningful that I understood it when I saw it. And I just connected with it and I knew that I could make sense out of this. This is making sense to me. And I liked when we were learning how to pitch, I understood what it was saying about wanting your child to be prepared for the future and those kinds of concepts. Because I think about that all the time because I have a daughter and I always try to make sure we're doing well, you know. So I understood all of those words. And then the way you all approach your craft, I found it was really intelligent and smart and meaningful. So I just connected with it and I said, and I felt like when I do things, I try to do it myself and I get it wrong and I fail. And this seems like if they've worked it all out and I should just do what they say. And
Yeah,
that's probably that kind of done for you way about it. And then we still get to do what we want as well. It was perfect for me because maybe I'm just not um, disciplined enough and I don't have the time and the capital to keep trying every single thing until it works.
no, Camille, you make my heart glow because, as you know, we're very passionate about learning all those skills, the STEAM skills, and teaching that to kids. Because if you think about all the jobs that gets created now and that's going to be created in future, like Elon Musk and those people, they're not hiring people with an education. They're hiring people who's got,
Yeah.
it's a creative and problem solving skills and all those future skills. And I think with these STEAM classes, class that you can rockets that can shoot into the air. And I remember a rocket that you made recently that as well. Those are things that are fun to make, but also they get to learn those important skills and how to create something.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
you really
find
make.
that when I'm approaching a craft for any given week, how to make it is all about me and the flow of how everything is going to go. But when I read the handouts and I work backwards from the super skills to understand exactly what the kids are supposed to be getting out of it, then I can really do the class and look like some authority figure to them, because then I feel like I know what I'm doing when I'm working backwards from the super skills. So, and I could always make sentences because I know why we're doing something, and I just seem more prepared and I feel more competent.
Camille, how has starting a club changed your life, or what has it made possible for you as a person?
Well, it definitely has me in a better mood during the day. It makes me feel a little sense of accomplishment, and I feel better, and there's a little pep in my step, and there's something in the back of my mind that can make me smile that I'm doing. And then when you work a job, the big thing for me is that when you work a job, all you do is do things how people tell you to do it, exactly how they want you to do it. And all I want to do is do it how I want. And I never get to do it how I want. And doing this for me is really just the place where I get to do what I want, just like the kids. That's probably why I know how important it is for them to do what they want, because it's so frustrating when you do not get to do what you want. And it's as simple as that. Like, freedom is a real thing, you know.
I'm shaking my head. Yeah, I cannot agree more. On your own terms, that freedom and the flexibility to have your own, to make your own decisions. Cannot agree more.
And I'm such an ideas person that it really breaks my spirit when everybody's not using all my fabulous ideas. So I just have to use them to use them myself.
I agree. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'll see you in the group.
See you in the group. Bye.
All right, bye.